and thank you for coming by the booth here. We've been working on something very special for the last 3 years. A lot of research and development. And basically, the idea is that it came from a real workflow. I'm a video game composer myself. I've done a lot of video games, but I actually play a lot of instruments, and I use space as part of the instruments. So I never found anything that worked in this way that would allow me to use space as an actual way to express myself, and that's why I use these beautiful spaces and I record in them. But this is why we created Living Sky. So Living Sky is literally the most advanced reverb ever created. In every sense. There's so much technical feats that we've been able to accomplish, and being able to create something that is seamless for production, for musical production, both in a musical way but also in a spatial sense. But having a workflow and a streamlined way of being able to access without having to get too much into the technicalities. And you have an idea, you're going to make it happen. So what it is actually, it's an ambisonic based reverb, or at least the guts inside of it, and the IRs that we're running. We have 5 buses. Each bus runs three IRs. Each IR is actually 36 channels. And then you're able to modulate, combine them in different ways. But since we have 5 buses running 3 of these IRs, we actually end up with about 540 individual IRs running simultaneously on the system. But the amazing thing about this would normally make any computer fry. Like, it would just like blow up in smoke. But we're running all of this and more actually, and it's only taken up 1.7% of a single CPU. Yeah. So yeah, Living Sky. So basically we're running it completely 100% on the GPU, and this is going to work for any system that has NVIDIA, AMD, or Apple Silicon. So whatever system you have that's decent, it's going to be able to run. All the systems now have GPUs, and you're not using this hardware, so you might as well. And thanks to our partners with GPU Audio, we've been able to access this, and also our DSP partners, RockoN, we were able to create magic with this. And the idea is that it's not just a reverb or a spatial mixer. You can put tracks through it, and you can use it as a spatial instrument, just how I mentioned that was the vision with this. So basically, more than just putting things in space and having it sound nice, you can actually start driving things with it. So we have up to actually 32 modulators, real-time modulators that you can basically connect to any parameter and start to automate in space. And even things like envelope followers. Any input, any sound can be an envelope triggerer, and then basically you can modulate parameters with it, modulate other modulators. And the idea with this is basically it's almost like having a modular synth, but for spatial sound and being able to express yourself. Then we have a companion app. This is still in the works, but it's coming along, and basically it's just showing all of the tracks where they are in space, and then you can easily visualize, move them around. We're going to be expanding with a whole set of controllers. The idea is that we will go into VR, be able to do it with a VR headset, AR, and just be able to seamlessly control. Already you can tell what's going on in space. But you've got the best of both worlds. You like working in your DAW, you can do this. If you need to visualize, understand where you put it and where things are moving, you've got a 3D view of this, and you can easily access it.